Market placement. Where will we stand in the market among our competitors? We're currently working in a saturated market for the rock and roll genre. There are many successful magazines already existing, such as Mojo, Planet Rock, UK Rock and Roll and Classic Rock. However, we're different to the others. Our USP is that we cover information regarding the rock and roll music scene in North London, whereas our competitors would focus on broader information within the rock and roll community. Although this may sound as if we're not being as successful as them and therefore less relevant, that is not the case. By covering only North London, we can shed light and focus onto the smaller upcoming artists and bands, and not just the famous and well-known ones. In addition to this, by promoting these less known artists and bands, we can also gain something back from that. So by us promoting them, they can bring their fan base and following to us. Fonts. Within the magazine and front cover, I'll be using various different fonts. Here are the two prototypes that I've decided to use, or consider to use. So the first one is Rock Out, as found on dafont.com, and the second one is Metal as in Heavy, which is the second one. These have been chosen because they have rock and roll connotations. The sharp letters and edges, which is from the rock and roll world, it's very common to see this kind of font. If you go to areas that are very heavy rock and roll, you'll see this kind of font around, and it's very recognisable. When you see it on the shelves, you're going to know it's our product. Here's some more fonts for the copy within the magazine for the double-page spread. So we have Times, Calibri, Arial Black and Cambria. These are some of the fonts I've chosen for the magazine because my magazine is aimed at 20 to 55-year-olds. I wanted to choose a font that will create a sophisticated feel. Using these fonts communicates to the customer that we're a serious magazine for mature adults. Using other fonts such as Comic Sans wouldn't be used as they're using comics in children's magazines, something we aren't creating. Here's a mood board portraying everything that we've taken inspiration from for our magazine. Here's some of the most famous rock and roll artists and bands: AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi, Metallica, U2, Rolling Stones and Queen. Others to mention are Pink Floyd and Iron Maiden. And we also have included our competitors to give us an idea of what we want to create, but also better than them. Planet Rock, Sex Pistols, UK Rock and Roll magazine. Marketing distribution. How will people find out about Broken Records magazine? With the increase in technology, companies are easy and quick to find out about. Using platforms such as Instagram, Facebook and Snapchat, and even Twitter, will be able to help promote the magazine. It can build up our following on these platforms. Our products can be found out by more people. We can communicate to them as to when the first edition and many more things are to come. We will also be using traditional methods of distribution, such as word of mouth. This is one of the most effective ways to promote our product, as people apply their opinions to the recommendations. Therefore, we need to give off a good impression. The price. The price of the magazine will be £5. It has been set at this price because the magazine will be printed on high-quality gloss paper, which is expensive. It will be 65 sheets of paper, which is 130 pages, and it will be costly to produce. The magazine will also be available on a subscription basis, just like our competitors and other successful magazines out there. For 12 copies, a customer would pay £45. Although this is, however, £8 more expensive than one of our competitors, Mojo, but our quality will be greater than theirs. Resolving legal and ethical issues. The images that we'll be taking for the magazine front cover and to include within the double page spread will be taken by ourselves. It will be original content. Therefore, we won't be infringing any copyright laws or breaking anything that will get us in trouble. The copy used for the double page spread will also be written by myself, therefore no plagiarism will happen, and there will be no legal boundaries that have been broken. And this will, in addition, uphold our ethical reputation. Thank you for listening. Have you got any questions?
Okay. No, that was really good. That was really good. I really like the genre choice. I think it will stand out really well in the market. I think you found a niche there. I like the angle that you've taken in terms of the recognising the Asian population and everything like that. The only thing that I would ask about is your target audience. Okay, your target audience is 20 to 55, and then your secondary audience is 60 plus. If I am 57, can I not buy this magazine? Is it not targeted at me?
Of course you can buy this magazine, I'll have to amend that.
Right.
But it's more the range up to 60. From
Right.
I should have mentioned,
Right.
I was being very generic, rounding up to the nearest 5.
Right.
Obviously from 55 to 60 you're able to buy the magazine,
Right.
but I was saying 60 and above is our secondary target audience who we're going to target it at, and 55 is kind of like the bound, the top bound.
If I could offer a piece of advice, you may want to make that secondary target audience a lot wider. Basically, anyone that's interested in rock and roll.
Okay, so don't.
And your primary target audience, probably that little bit narrower as well.
Okay.
20 to 55. You're dealing with a genre that is, as you've quite rightly pointed out, liked by many people, many different age groups.
Yeah.
Okay, but think about, okay, not only what do they like, but think about rock and roll in general. You will go and see a lot of tribute acts,
Yeah.
and people like that. So it's the people that go out and see these bands and have themed nights and themed nightclubs and everything like that. These are the sort of people that are going to be going out to these things and actually spending money on it.
Right.
The older generation will, yes, definitely want interviews with the actual stars and everything like that. But especially for North London based, it's going to be based around, I would have thought, venues and kind of gigs that are happening to keep that genre alive,
Of course,
as it were.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll look into that.
Okay. Also, your mood board as well. Your mood board. Just make sure that you explain the purpose a bit better.
Okay.
You mention it absolutely fine, but just make sure that you're really hitting the nail on the head. So you actually know what it is and why you've got that mood board up there. Okay. Also, just the price as well. You said it was going to be £5.
Yes.
Sorry, is that monthly or?
Yeah.
That's monthly.
So it'll be £5 per copy.
Right, fine, per month.
Yes, if you buy it monthly, it will be £5, but the subscription would be cheaper.
Right. Okay. Do we have a number for the? Yeah, right. Okay. Fine. No, that's actually fine. That's my fault for.
We said it was £8 more than Mojo, but it would still.
Right. Fine.
It still turns out. I think I worked out as 3 copies practically for free.
Cool. Fine. That's absolutely fine. So as you got the information there. One thing I would say is just keep the price part, especially, but this goes for the whole presentation. Just try and make your presentation as concise as possible. Okay, get rid of as many words that don't need to be there. Your price page, where all we're looking for is a figure and how it compares to other figures, there's a lot of writing on there, and that just tells me that you've got to be making your overall presentation that little bit more concise.
Okay.
But otherwise, really good. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Okay.